Support for Just Seen It comes from Warner Archive Instant. Streaming hard-to-find movies and TV shows direct from the studio at WarnerArchiveInstant.com. Support for Just Seen It comes from Weaver's Coffee and Tea, makers of hand-roasted artisan coffee and hand-blended tea. Learn more at weaverscoffee.com. Luke and Kate work at a local brewery and start to fall in love. The problem is, they are both already in relationships with other people.
Heard a lot of great things about you, and we're excited to have you.
Really? Good.
But there's nothing a little bit more beer can't solve in Drinking Buddies.
Hi, I'm Sean.
Hi, I'm Salim.
And I'm Liz. We're here today to discuss the newest film from Joe Swanberg, Drinking Buddies. We've all just seen it. Sean, why don't you start us off?
I will, after I drink a beer. No, I'll just go ahead and start. I'll get a beer later. Anyway, this is a quaint, charming little movie. It's a bit of a surprise. Joe Swanberg was one of the people involved in the Mumblecore movement, which was this highly improvised, dialogue-heavy series of films, and this seems like kind of the evolution of that. It's got a bigger budget, bigger names to it with Olivia Wilde and Jake Johnson, but it's very well acted. It's just a nice little film that's an end of summer surprise.
Yeah. What I love about Joe Swanberg is his style. It's the slice of life of this craft beer world, and it's so honest and authentic. It's a guy and a girl who have unrequited love for each other. But after the first 10 to 20 minutes, it completely changes. Your expectations are usually not founded at all because it has time to breathe.
Yeah, it's set up with standard romantic comedy tropes, and then it completely departs from them right away. And that's the best part, is that you think oh no, they're gonna get together, or this is gonna happen, or that's gonna happen, and it defies your expectation.
Yes, I did think that the plotting was sometimes a bit obvious, but it ends up not exactly working out the way you think it's going to work out, which is a testament to how well it's written.
What I liked is that it was an exploration of, I guess, the ethics of temptation. You have two couples, and one couple acts on the temptation and the other couple doesn't. And what is the larger ethical error? Is it the couple that doesn't act on the temptation but it's seething underneath, or is it the couple that acts on it and moves on with their lives? And I like that a lot. I like that exploration as a theme.
Yeah, and I also love the push and pull when you have a friendship between a guy and a girl. What kind of ownership do you have in terms of this relationship? Obviously none, but you feel like you have some of it.
How close can you get?
Exactly. How close can you get without it being jealous? How much of it is flirting? How much of it is just playing around? It's interesting because a lot of the times these characters don't have real conversations or heart-to-hearts. They talk around a lot of issues because a lot of it is tension that they're kind of trying to avoid.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Jill.
Jill, how are you? Nice to meet you. Luke? Yes, Luke. Nice to meet you, Luke.
This is Callie.
Hey, Callie.
How are you? Mike.
Chris.
Hey,
You,
Mike.
Mike.
Chris.
Everybody.
Pleasure, yeah. Nice to see you.
First time here.
Welcome, man. We've had, all jokes aside, we've heard a lot of great things about you, and we're excited to have you.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
That's great.
And the performances are all terrific. I mean, you've got Olivia Wilde and Jake Johnson, Anna Kendrick, and Ron Livingston from Iowa. Got to point out that he's from Iowa. Olivia Wilde, I thought, was a revelation in this movie. Generally, she just seems to be the pretty face in really bad movies like Cowboys and Aliens and In Time. Here she shows she can make a good movie.
I've always felt like she's been forced into a lot of movies recently because she's a pretty face, because she has this personality. And in this one, it felt like she had a unique character that was completely different from anything I've ever seen. She has these very small moments of not being that confident in herself. And it's something that you wouldn't think Olivia Wilde would play, but she plays it so adeptly. But Jake Johnson, I love him in New Girl. He has this carefree personality, always probably one of the funniest people on screen. And here he was able to show us that he can act, not only act, but he has these moments that you can tell that he's thinking a lot. There's a lot going on underneath, and he's not saying anything because, again, there's scenes that just play out and what should be said is not said, and you know that they're thinking it and not saying it.
Well, he has a warmth that he's exhibiting in this role, which he never really does before. I mean, look at Safety Not Guaranteed. He gave a fantastic performance, Safety Not Guaranteed, but it was still that, like, acerbic, cranky guy who's, you know, the funny guy. And then in this movie, he's so warm, he's so friendly, he's so likable. He's so likable and physical, you know, he's affectionate. That's a nice little flip on what your expectations, yet again.
You've obviously got a lot of love, so that's there. Some people don't, some people are snakes. And you're fun. And if Chris is lucky, you know, you have babies and do all that good stuff and live in this house or a house equivalent to this.
Yeah, you guys can come over and play bridge.
What I did enjoy is that our writer-director, Joe Swanberg, has this history of getting actresses naked, and he got Olivia Wilde naked in this movie, and I was pretty amazed by that.
Could have used more of that.
Kudos to Joe Swanberg.
Yes.
But he has a way of getting to actresses and really pushing them and getting them to expose their vulnerabilities. It's not just nudity, but I was really happy that he got to take this A-list cast and push them to the extremes.
Drinking Buddies is a winning end of the summer indie. Go with your friends and then have a beer afterwards. See it.
When given time to breathe, Drinking Buddies brews into an unpredictable and authentic romantic comedy. Definite see it.
I love it. I love it. I wish I'd made it. See it.
Cheers.
Cheers to Drinking Buddies.
Here's to beer.
Good beer.
Or coffee, anyway. You know, I'm tapped out of these.
So use hops. Use hops.
Support for Just Seen It comes from Weaver's Coffee and Tea, makers of hand-roasted artisan coffee and hand-blended tea. Learn more at weaverscoffee.com. Support for Just Seen It comes from Warner Archive Instant, streaming hard-to-find movies and TV shows direct from the studio at warnerarchiveinstant.com.